The most helpful book ever published will teach everyone how nature creates people's personalities, including organic and inorganic ability associated with personality. What is the meaning of organic and inorganic ability? Well, simply put, this is nature's way of customizing cellular matter for us. It is the natural tendency to perform best in either the organic or the inorganic world. There are two worlds in life. The organic world is comprised of all living creatures such as people, animals, insects or microscopic organisms. The inorganic world is not composed of organic matter such as objects, metals, or anything that does not live. Different personalities will either perform best in the organic or inorganic world. Will a person perform better in the organic or inorganic world? These observations form a pattern among the different personalities tending to repeat and are profoundly noticed in people's personality. You see, nature is known to be associated with organic and inorganic ability in many walks of life, and not only in personality but in other areas of life. For example, to name some, such as in robotics, where robots can be constructed biologically using organic matter or mechanically constructed from inorganic matter using metal parts such as gear wheels or electronic circuit boards, or any natural occurrence requiring either organic or inorganic cellular matter to exist by nature. People's personalities are no exception. These organic and inorganic ability tendencies are permanent, natural occurring, showing up among different personalities. While you can only observe them, they never vanish. Yes, this occurs even in personalities. Organic and inorganic ability, which anyone can observe for himself or herself, occur most often enough to consider them reliable trends. The most helpful book ever published will identify organic and inorganic ability for you found in different personalities you will read about, giving you the advantage of understanding the organic and inorganic ability patterns of people. When you learn about the organic and inorganic ability patterns of people's personalities, you will be able to predict how a person is most likely to function in their life. To know which people's personalities do better working with living creatures, being people, animals, etc., and which people's personalities do better working with objects, machines, or in the absence of life. So what are these organic and inorganic ability patterns? You will realize that some people tend to have a better ability to interact with people, animals, or anything living, than others do, not because they are specially gifted, but because they are born into a personality having organic ability. This is a result of nature's limits observed in different personalities. You will begin to recognize the organic and inorganic ability within the different personalities. This will result in a better understanding of why some people can perform better with objects or inorganic material than others can. This is a result of nature's limits observed in different personalities. Once you are aware of the organic and inorganic ability patterns, this gives you the advantage of perfecting your life. For example, in one group of people with similar birth date ranges, it was consistently found that they all had a strong desire to be in constant contact with living creatures and tended to have pets in their life all the time. This resulted in fulfilling their life in the most meaningful way. They improved their life by reaching out for life itself, grabbing whatever it took in the way of living creatures like pets, people, wildlife, or anything living. They really considered their organic and inorganic ability to be organic, interacting with life of all types. This made them very happy, and this was important to discover. You have to know what makes you happy in life. The most difficult part was uncovering what their organic or inorganic ability was that they desired the most. The problem was recognizing or pinpointing the fact that they had this desire of organic ability. You see, once you are aware of your organic or inorganic ability, especially about the organic or inorganic ability you have yourself, you can embrace it, and help others to discover it, giving you the advantage of perfecting your life. To really find out what side of life you find fulfilling. Remember this, there is one observation that was found for sure: no matter whom you are, everyone has a desire for organic or inorganic ability. This is a reality in life that nobody can escape. The most helpful book ever published will help everyone to recognize the different organic and inorganic ability patterns which linger among people's personalities. This will result in a better understanding of what makes people happy, especially yourself. So why does everybody have these organic and inorganic ability patterns? Thank goodness they exist. However, if you observe everyone more closely, even through the generations, you will notice a recurring organic and inorganic ability pattern that is similar to everyone belonging to a certain birth date range that never goes away. The organic and inorganic ability pattern needed by the different personalities are very special to bring us all fulfillment in life. So how can this great work of literature help everyone to learn more about people's personalities? The core or body of this exciting material contains 8 chapters which describe and uncover the unique ways of how nature shapes us in a special way that improves your comprehension of understanding personalities to the point that you really can read people like a book, and in a way like never before. This means you will understand why people act and behave the way they do with their unique habits, all shaped by nature. You will learn about nature's personality factory that creates personality similar to how an auto factory creates cars. 10 years went into writing this informative material. The official copyright was established and recorded in the United States in the year 2022. This is a very rare original work that can't be found anywhere else. The most helpful book ever published sets an example with the goal and desire to present a great work of quality material in a newly discovered science from the publishing industry to help others gain better health, wealth, and knowledge for a terrific future. This is a rare work that can't be found anywhere else. If you have a hobby or are a professional book collector or are thinking about starting a book collection, you can add value to your collection by collecting this first signature edition offered here. You don't have to read the whole book ever because you will only be reading the sections which pertain to you, as this will be explained with very easy comprehension to see that you won't be reading with much labor at all, with mostly short readings. You only read what you need. This rare work of literature was written with the following strict guidelines which were more difficult than any doctor program at any university. First, it must be a new scientific discovery that no mind has ever touched. Second, it must be non-fiction. Third, it must receive an official registration of copyright by the United States government. This book is certainly very informative, and you will learn fascinating concepts to understand people better. This means no more struggling in your life trying to guess what you are good at, who your best companion is, or what career you're cut out for. The entire book is designed for easy comprehension and is very simple. In fact, you won't be reading this material with much labor at all, with mostly short readings. Add the most helpful book ever published to your collection now. The entire book is designed for easy comprehension and is very simple. In fact, you won't be reading this material with much labor at all, with mostly short readings. Add the most helpful book ever published to your collection now. P.S. Thomas W. Anti searches on Google and Yahoo quickly finds you, the most helpful book ever published.